Hey guys, Otherwise Hope here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra versus Apple's brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. These are the latest offerings, the best devices in terms of mobile phones that these two companies have to offer. And in this video, we're going to compare a few different categories to see which one would you prefer. So let's just dive right in. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is build quality and design. Both of these are built very well. Of course, both of these are premium devices and they feel like premium devices. However, one is heavier than the other. Can you guess which one it is? Yes, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is actually heavier than the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, and that is because the materials that we're choosing here. We have stainless steel going around the edges, which is heavier than the aluminum used for the Galaxy, and then we have the glass in the front and back of the iPhone. Now, one thing to note is that the Galaxy is actually taller than the iPhone, but the iPhone has a bigger screen, I guess you can say, or a wider screen, as you can see right there. So they're sitting flush next to each other, as you can see there. The iPhone is less tall, so the Galaxy is taller by a bit, and the iPhone screen is slightly wider. But other than that, both devices do feel premium, but the iPhone, for some reason, feels more premium to me because of the materials. I usually associate weight to a premium device. Every time I grab an iPhone and it feels heavy, it just feels premium to me. Not to say that the Galaxy doesn't feel premium, it does, but I think this round goes to the iPhone. So next we're talking about authentication and unlocking on both devices. This iPhone has, of course, Face ID, which allows you to unlock your phone using your face. You can use it for payments as well, but we know that nowadays we all have to wear a mask, and that's become a situation, an issue on the iPhone. Without fingerprint reader on the iPhone, I have to say that the Galaxy has a slight edge because, number one, the fingerprint reader is slightly faster than Face ID, and you don't have to worry about having a mask on. You can authenticate, make payments with the fingerprint reader under the display. I think Apple should definitely move over to having Touch ID under the display, just like Samsung did, in order to have both of those type of authentication. Now, Face ID feels very seamless when you're downloading apps, making payments. You just don't have to think about it. But nowadays, we definitely need a fingerprint reader, and I think this round definitely goes to the Galaxy S21 Ultra. So for the next round, we have performance. CPU performance on both of these has to be great, but let's see which one has the better performance overall. So we're going to use Geekbench 5 on both of these devices, and we're going to do the CPU performance test. We're going to run that here at the same time, and here we go. So they're off, and let's see which one performs the best. Okay, so the test has been completed on the iPhone. Both tests were started pretty much at the same time. Single core score 1593 on the iPhone, and multi-core score 4159, and this is running the latest iOS 14.4, and then the Galaxy is almost done here. It's 90% through the entire test. This one's running Android 11. The latest update has been added to this device or downloaded to this device here. We should be seeing the scores here momentarily to see and compare them versus the iPhone's performance. And the single core score here is 1127 versus a 1593 on the iPhone, and then the multi-core score 3351 versus a 4159 on the iPhone. So definitely in terms of CPU raw performance, the iPhone definitely takes the lead in performance department. So the next category I want to talk about briefly is the cameras. Now, the reason I say briefly is because, to me, the cameras require an entire video comparison. If you want to see that, you can leave it in the comments down below. But there's a few things that I do want to point out. Number one, if you're an average consumer looking to take pictures and videos, you're not going to go wrong with either one of these camera systems on both of these flagships. They both take incredible pictures and or video. But the iPhone in the video department, the 4K video department, is slightly overtaking the Galaxy in my personal opinion, with smoother videos, colors are more accurate, and the video stabilization is better in my personal opinion for the iPhone. Now, when it comes to photography, taking pictures, I think the Galaxy overtakes the iPhone with better pictures. They also both offer the night mode. However, the Galaxy has one awesome trick, which is the 100 times zoom. Definitely not possible on the iPhone. But if you want a full comparison in terms of cameras, leave that in the comments down below. Maybe I'll do an entire video devoted to the cameras, but you're not going to go wrong with either one. If you want to take better video, in my opinion, iPhone is the way to go. If you want better zoom and photography, definitely the Galaxy. Up next, of course, is 5G. 5G is one of the biggest selling points for both of these devices. We've tested both devices on the same carrier, the same data plan at the same time pretty much, and these are going to be the results. The iPhone download speeds on 5G T-Mobile this location were about 150 constantly. We did several tests, and in terms of upload speeds, a little over 60 for the most part. Now, as I mentioned, we tested the Galaxy as well, same location, same carrier, same data plan, and the speeds for the Galaxy surpassed 115, 120, but then dropped slightly back to about 105, 110 each time we've tested. Now, in terms of upload speeds, it was never over 25 megabits of upload. So the Galaxy underperformed. The actual iPhone performed better in the 5G department. Now, keep in mind, as I mentioned, 5G is always going to be spotty. It's going to depend on your region and your carrier as well. And last but not least, my final thoughts on both of these devices. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either one. Another thing that I do want to mention is that the display on the Samsung Galaxy gets slightly brighter outdoors than that of the iPhone. Not a whole lot brighter, but slightly brighter as well. But you can't go wrong with either one of these devices, whichever one you prefer. I guess it comes down to the operating system and preference. There you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.